Welcome everybody back to the channel. It was a weird couple of videos previously, but now we are back on the grind. What is going on with my hair today? Give me a few days and we'll be back on the grind of just actually playing Fortnite and doing the challenges like we normally do. But I really wanted to get this video out, and of course, if you do want to see more tier list videos, maybe on like the best weapons in Fortnite history or something like that, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Or I actually used to make like old nostalgia compilations on my channel a while ago, and if you would like to see those return, there are quite a few that I can definitely do, and that also make for an easy video for me, but also very enjoyable for you guys. So if you do want to see that, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would like to hear your thoughts. Obviously, if you are new here, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified whenever I upload. Today we are going to be ranking every season 1 through 16. This is a tier list I made myself. I hate making tier list videos because I suck at explaining these types of things, and I suck at explaining my reasoning on why I put them in the certain tier that I put them in. But I'm going to do my best, and you have to forgive me. And you got to remember, because I've done this on Call of Duty in the past, and so many people were heated at my decisions because I have a specific outlook on things. Like for Call of Duty, I have more of a competitive outlook than normal casual players that hate certain maps and, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. So just know that everything in this video is a complete opinion, and you know, you might think otherwise, and if so, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So just keep note that everything in this video is all opinion. It's my opinion. Don't take it too seriously. So we're going to be going in order of season 1 all the way up to season 16. There are, I think the only one season that I have not played ever was season 4 of chapter 2. I don't know why, I just never bothered logging on to play it. I don't know much about it, so that, I don't know. I'm going to have to go based off of trailers. I'll probably look at like the trailer for it or whatever to kind of get a understanding of what went on in the season. I know it's superheroes, but you get what I'm saying. I'll probably look at the trailer when we get there. So for season 1, I think it's a no-brainer. You would think that I'm going to put it at S, but I'm going to put it at A, just for the simple fact of how basic it was. Obviously, it was the OG Fortnite. We all loved it, and the game was very simple, but that is the reason why I'm putting it at A tier, because of how simple it was. There was nothing extraordinary about it. There was nothing too amazing. There was nothing, you know, too great content-wise. It was just new at the time. It was a new Battle Royale, and it was a fun experience. I'm going to try not to blow through these seasons to make this a quick video, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to try my best not to do that, but certain explanations are straight to the point, just like season 1. There isn't really much to go over. It's the basic map. Loot Lake, Tilted Towers isn't even there, Greasy Grove, Moisty Mire, Wailing Woods, Anarchy Acres, you know, Fatal Fields, all of that stuff were all on the map, and it was a basic map. It was a good at the time, and I definitely think it was a balanced map, and I would definitely prefer this bland map over the map we have now. No offense to anyone who likes chapter 2, but I'm not a huge fan of chapter 2 in general, but it was still a great map. Now season 2, on the other hand, they just improved on what they already had. They added new content, new skins. The battle pass first became a thing, all of that stuff. They updated the season shop, I think. Did they do that? I don't know. I don't know if that was a thing that they did, but still, they made some map changes. I don't know exactly what went on in that season. I think, no, Tilted Towers didn't come until season 3, I don't think. But season 2, they still added the skins, they added all that stuff, and I definitely think that is an S tier season. It was actually the first season that I actually bought the battle pass in, because I mean, still, it was the first season that actually had the battle pass in it, but I did end up buying it. Although the only unfortunate thing is I never completed it. I got the first few skins, I got the blue squire and everything, but I never finished it. I never got the Black Knight, which I regret all the way up till this day. Season 3 was my all-time favorite season. Obviously, I can be a little biased because they had John Wick in it. I'm a huge John Wick fan. John Wick is just the coolest human being ever. Even though it wasn't actually called John Wick and they ended up having an actual John Wick skin, I still prefer this because of the OG John Wick. Obviously, the astronaut skins were cool and everything, and all that. But they added Tilted Towers, arguably the best POI in Fortnite history is what I would say. I would definitely say Tilted is the best POI. In this season, we had, you know, the battle of the controller players, you know, with Nick Mercs and Aiden. I think that happened in season 3. I think that was this season where they, like, Fortnite started holding, or Epic Games started holding the actual competitive events, like a summer skirmish, I think. Let me see what season summer skirmish was in. Yeah, so season 3 was when Summer Skirmish took place, and Aiden and Nick Mercs were having the battle of Tilted Towers and everything. So that was actually awesome to witness, looking at like the old Fortnite moments channels. I mean, they're still going on, but I say old, but like, you know, they're still going on. But still, looking at those old videos and watching like Ninja react to them going against each other, it was probably the coolest experience, especially me as a controller player. I was rooting for him, obviously, but like I was an Aiden fan from the start. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Nick Mercs and I still do, but I was totally rooting for Aiden in that situation. But season 3 had a lot more content, and with the whole competitive scene actually starting to build up and everything, and people getting better at the game, it just made the game so much more fun. And that is arguably the best season we've ever had, and no one can change my mind. I'm gonna be honest, there's only like 2 more seasons that I'm gonna be putting in S tier, because I don't want to be too like I don't want to be too easy with putting, you know, seasons in S tier. But season 4 is another S tier season. Literally, season 3 was a step up from season 2. Season 4 was a step up from season 3. Season 4 had the whole superhero thing, which was very, very cool. The whole meteor thing happened, you know, Dusty Divot, all of that stuff. It was so cool. We got the Rocket Ride event. That was when we first started seeing, I think, the actual live events, which just made the game more and more unique from other games at the time, especially with Fortnite being free to play and having all those live events and everything. It was a very, very good season, and that is also S tier. Now, I said I was going to do 2 more in S tier. That was one of them. Season 5 is the other one. Season 5 was so cool. Really good map change. And I think Season 5, obviously, Tilted Towers was the best POI, and that was still in Season 5. But I think Season 5 had the best map in Fortnite history, or at least my personal favorite. I loved having Paradise Palms down there. I loved having Lucky Landing and all of that. I think it was just overall the best map that we've had. And I really want that map back. I do. Somehow, please just give it to me. I want it. Season 5, I love the skins. The tier 100 skin was amazing. I think the first tier 100 skin I ever unlocked was in season 3, obviously, and I did get the one in season 4 and in season 5. Ragnarok was really, really cool, and even the tier 1 skin, Drift, was also very, very cool. There were some good skins in there that I actually still kind of use to this day. You don't see them in videos, but like, in, you know, my free time when I'm actually playing Fortnite, I do use those skins. But season 5 is also another S tier season. Now, this is when we get into some interesting ones. Season 6, I only played a little bit. This was when Fortnite started getting a little bit boring for me towards the end of season 5. I just wasn't too interested in it. It started getting a little bit repetitive for me at the time, because I kind of have like a little like bump, you know, like it was going good. I loved the game. I went down around season 6, and I came back up around season 7. So season 6, I didn't really play much. I did play it. I know the whole Kevin the Cube thing, all those events and everything, which was really, really cool, because whether I played the game or not at the time, I still always returned for the live events. That was something I always did, and I will always do that. I will always be there for a live event. I think there's only one live event ever that I've missed. Can't remember exactly which one that is. But, you know, like I think at the time when the Travis Scott event happened, I wasn't playing the game at all, but I still got on to witness the event because I knew it was going to be cool. Because Fortnite never ceased to amaze with the live events. But Season 6, yeah, it had the zombies things, which was pretty cool. It was a cool mix-up having Retail Row and like those different zones where the zombies would be in. That was a very, very cool mix-up. The skins were cool, like the little cowboy style, the vampire chick, the dire wolf was a really, really underrated tier 100 skin. I think that's a B tier. I wouldn't necessarily put it at A. I wouldn't put it as low as C. I think B is a nice middle because it was a solid season, but it wasn't anything too bad, but it wasn't anything special, you know what I'm saying? Season 7, that was with the whole winter stuff, the Ice King, that was with Polar Peak. This was around the time when I came back and I started playing the game competitively. This was around the time, like the phase that I had where I was joining Fortnite clans and all that stuff. I think I was in like this team called the Vision for it at one point. And I was like all hyped for this team called Team Vanish, and then they ended up rebranding into Team Aware, and I ended up making it into Team Aware at one point, but that didn't really last long because the thing with Fortnite clans is they never last long. They always end up disbanding because it's all ran by young kids that aren't mature enough to run an organization. But Season 7 was a solid season with planes. That's a touchy subject. Not everyone liked the planes, and with the ballers and everything. But I think ballers came in this season. I think so. But I actually really liked those. Planes weren't that bad. They weren't anything too annoying to deal with. I do like this season. I definitely think that... it's the type of thing where I think it was good, but I don't think it was as good as Season 1. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely better than Season 6. I think we're going to put it in B tier, but I also... we'll put it in A tier, but just know the Season 1 is definitely better. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. But... I definitely don't think it should be in B tier. Actually, no. We'll do Season 7 in B, and mainly because we have Season 8 next, and I liked Season 8 just a little bit better. No, did I? I don't know. Season 8 was when was it Lonely Lagoon or whatever, next to the volcano and all that. Those events, and those map changes. Season 8 was another good season. It was a really good season. I don't know. I think season 8 was a bit more of a step up than season 7, just slightly, not by much, just by slightly. I think we're gonna go with that. So people are probably screaming at me behind the screens right now, and I apologize. It's just my opinion. This is how I see it. Season 9 was when Neo Tilted became a thing. That was when everything was futuristic. We had the ballers. I'm not sure if that was when ballers were introduced. I don't even remember when ballers were introduced, but still, season 9, we had the new retail. We had Neo Tilted, which was a nice mix-up. It wasn't really my favorite, but it wasn't bad. The skins were nothing too crazy. Obviously, Rocks, you know, hey, my main skin right now. I'm just saying, an amazing skin. Obviously, the Jonesy of that season was also pretty cool. And that was when I think the whole thing started with Jonesy and the banana happened way earlier. But still, great season. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. I definitely think that stands in the middle with season 7, because I think season 9 was just as good as season 7 and 6. I think they're almost on the same level. But next we have season X. They had better skins in this one. They had really I think this was one of my favorite seasons with, like, when it comes to skin wise. And I think that is an easy A tier just because of how fun that season was. I definitely had a lot of fun in that season. There was a lot of wacky stuff going on because that was when stuff was heating up for going into Chapter 2, which we didn't know Chapter 2 was a thing at the time, with the whole black hole event that happened. That event was crazy. And I think it was in Season X that we had the Monster versus Mech event, I think. I'm not sure if that was in Season 9 or Season X, but that was probably arguably one of the best live events that we've ever had. I think that was in Season X. I think so. Still, Season X, that's an A tier season, in my opinion. So you might be wondering why we haven't put anything in C or D tier, and that's mainly because Chapter 1 had some great seasons. Chapter 2, however, was not my favorite. Now, a lot of people are probably going to get mad at me, but I am not a fan of Chapter 2 whatsoever. I do not like it. I would have preferred if we got Chapter 1 Season 11 and just kept going off of that, and I wish we wouldn't have lost the original map. I hate it. It is mainly because of the map, but I completely hate Chapter 2 because of that map change. Now, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1 was a great season, and that is why I'm going to put it in A tier, because everything was new. It was a whole fresh map, fresh content and everything. The only issue with this, because like they did the remodels of the pumps and all the guns look different, a whole new map, new mechanics, the new leveling system, all of that, it was all new and it was great content, I'll be honest. But the content for that season, the only issue was that as time went on, it kind of died down and got boring. But by the time it got boring, the season was about to end and Season 2 was coming out. And Season 2 of Fortnite, with all the agency and all that, was a good season, but I don't think it was the best. It wasn't the greatest. It was fun at first. They had the new Battle Pass screen. That was when they started changing up how the Battle Pass screens looked with the UI and everything, and that's cool and all, but the season just wasn't that fun for me. It died down, and I think that also goes the same for Season 3 of Chapter 2. They were roughly the same for me. I get on, I have a good time with the first few days playing, and then I ended up stopped playing because it just wasn't enough for me, and they weren't doing much, because Chapter 2 was when Epic Games seemed like they kind of stopped caring about the game. We don't get patch notes anymore. They're not updating it regularly. I mean, they are now, but at the time when Chapter 1 or Chapter 2 first started, they weren't really giving us much new content at all. They weren't really updating it much whatsoever. All they were doing was adding new stuff to the shop. Like, the only thing they would ever tweet about around that time during the seasons was about the new item shop every other night. You know what I mean? That was the only thing that they tweeted about, and they just weren't giving us enough content, in my opinion. They weren't being as consistent as they were in Chapter 1. Now, Season 4, I need to look up a trailer for this. So this I think was after the Galactus event, which I did play, but I just didn't play the new season afterwards. So we're going to give this a quick watch and see what was going on. This is the Battle Pass trailer.
My memories are broken. But
There's
I know
Thor.
I brought these mighty warriors here to defend our reality. High above this strange land is where we'll prepare to stand against him. Galactus, the devourer of worlds. We must remember who we are.
Okay, so this was before the Galactus event, and now that I'm seeing this, I did play a little bit, but not much at all for me to even recall playing a game, you know? But like I remember seeing the UI and all that. I remember updating the game and giving it a try, but I think that was about it.
Storm, Iron Man, Mystique, Doctor Doom, She-Hulk, Wolverine, and I am Groot. Indeed. Our greatest war begins here. Now, we will explore this land, regain our powers, and reclaim our memories. Join us. Together, we will defeat Galactus and save all reality!
See, it just doesn't seem that interesting to me. You know, I think that just, I'm just gonna put that in D tier. I just wasn't a fan. I don't know. It just didn't seem fun. You know, it wasn't too exciting. Like, yeah, Marvel, woohoo. But like, cause I kind of understand what they're doing now, because all of the seasons in chapter 1 were kind of mirroring chapter 2, or all the seasons in chapter 2 were mirroring the ones in chapter 1. For example, season 6 in, you know, chapter, or in, you know, so I just D tier, I guess. I don't really know. I don't have too many opinions on that. Just didn't seem like it was that fun. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. And season 5, the 0 point, when that whole thing started going on, I kind of think that was a meh season. It was cool. With the chapter 2 season, I just don't have many opinions on it. I don't know. And with season 6, I actually really like the season. That's just a B tier. It's not as good as the other ones, but I don't know. There we go. We're just gonna leave it at that. That is my Fortnite season tier list. A lot of people are gonna disagree with it. I know they are, but I have specific, you know, opinions on these things, and I am completely biased with chapter 2 because I completely hate it completely. I think season 6 is probably the season I liked most out of chapter 2, other than the chapter, or other than season 1. But I would say, because season 1, that's kind of just a no-brainer because everything was new at the time. But still, afterwards, I was just kind of disappointed. But then season 6 came around recently, and I actually really like it. And I just hope it goes up from here. And I hope that something happens, because there was a theory that Cypher PK had, I think it was him, to where chapter 2 is actually in the past, and we're kind of just building up and leading up to back to where chapter 1 started with the old map. And I hope that's true. I want that to be true so bad. I don't know how they would do it, but I want it to happen. But, you know, that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload another video like this one. I am now streaming on Twitch consistently. Actually, I'm actually getting off my ass and doing it. I stream every Tuesday night, or every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. EST. So if you want to stop by, feel free to go to the link in the description and stop by on one of those dates. Usually everything is set up in a schedule, so you see what I'm streaming on those times. You can see all that in my Twitch page. So thank you guys so much for watching, and with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys later.